That spot's gonna take a lot of work.
What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're gonna be looking at one of our friend Theo, who played this Winamax series game, and he got fifth place for what is that?
27,000.
More than 27.
Yeah,
Oh, a nice little score. And we were able to sweat it. We actually posted a video of it already, but let's get into the hand reviews. All right.
This was a 109, right?
I'm not sure. Maybe Theo could tell us. I don't see. the-
$15 buy-in?
15 euros.
Holy shit.
15. So yeah, it's one of the major on Sunday finals on Winamax. And this is basically the day two. So we have 500 hands here. So day two with the final table and everything.
He played, it was a 3-day tournament, wasn't it?
I think it was 2 day.
No, we watched day 3, I think.
I think we
Oh,
got,
there's a huge break, he said. Okay.
right, so we're gonna raise ace king facing a 3-bet that this is just a rip. And we get there. Limp pot, yeah, why not? Day two, let's limp one. Raise. On this flop, this is a pretty good card for the button. With the backdoor flush, I guess we could bet.
Backdoor flush, backdoor straight.
I would just check because I hate to get jammed on, Rick jammed on by the big blind.
I'm sure checking is always gonna be a good option here.
Yeah, if we were heads up.
Now
seems
with
like a good
this
heads up,
turn,
but,
what I
like
really
that.
like to do here, a pot size or 1.5x pot. Whenever you turn the backdoor flush like this and we don't have the upper hand, we getting it better, like maybe we can get a better hand than ours to fold.
Yeah, we got a gutter. I would bet too. I think probably just like 2/3 multi-way.
Maybe if we bet here, we get ace 7 of heart to fold and hands like that. So I really like a big bet, but I would go a bit bigger here. Just a
Even
bit big.
multi-way?
I'm not sure, since we're multi-way, the big bet might become something like this indeed.
Yeah. I
Might
like
be a good like 2/3, just since we are multi-way. And we're also playing against a short stack. So, yeah,
Put a lot of pressure on the small blind.
I really like the big bet here.
You could open king 9 off from hijack, right?
No, I don't think it's a good spot at all.
You're playing against, you're like 80 effective, right?
Well, you had a 15 blind guy 2 away from you
Just the
on your
one.
left.
Offsuit tens,
We don't open
8,
king 8, Chris.
offsuit tens, suited eights, offsuit tens, pocket twos. King 4 suited, ace 8 off.
Limpy,
Some
limpy,
loose.
good play. Let's see. We get this board. Ah, he goes exploitative a little bit. Not sure about this bet, honestly.
I think it's good. He's got a gutter.
Okay, yeah,
I think it's okay, it's not bad.
Against big blind.
okay, he's going really aggressive here.
And big blind's supposed
Also,
to raise versus a limp with a lot of that low junky stuff, so he lacks a lot of, a decent amount of that low junky offsuit crap.
Yeah, but I don't think most players play that way.
No, I mean, you don't know what, you got another player. If he's just very passive, then he's gonna have them all. But if he's, playing well, he's not gonna have them all.
That's only 20 big blinds though.
So in one of John Tonnet's video from bet small, bet big, bet big. From small blind. That's what I do most of the time. Not GTO correct, but
This sim took more, started on 0-3. And ended on it took more than 3 months to run.
Wow.
And yeah, I don't have a 35 or 40 yet because the 20 big blind one took 3 months. And yeah, it's blind on blind, so. But we can see if we were 20 big blinds, the strategy here on this type of board. I think betting with the 6 is probably good. We're gonna see 7, 4, 3. Rainbow. On the flop. Do we bet with hands like 10-6 off?
Yep.
As we see here. 10-6 off is a pretty nice bet. Although on the flop. If we were shallower, it would be a big bet.
Yeah,
Like
We're
we
big.
wanna bet.
well,
one.
shallow already. Big
you
bet.
want all their floats to
Over
fold, I
bet?
guess. They probably
Over.
gotta start, they probably gotta start folding high cards, that shallow, I imagine,
So we wanna go pot here directly on the flop
at 20.
at 20 big blind. But I believe the strategy is gonna be similar at 40 because it's blind on blind.
Still pretty deep stacked, even
So-
if you're 20 deep.
But if we call, if we bet like this though, if we bet 300 and he calls, and then a deuce comes. Bringing in another deuce, like a deuce of clubs. We
slow down.
are-
Betting, but still betting.
Oh, that's weird. The suits, look at how much the suit matters.
Should
Yeah.
matter a lot.
Suit matters here, but
So are we
I
unblocking?
wanna have a spade
We're-
there.
Or
Is
we
the-
we're on,
is
we
what's
wanna
up.
unblock back doors, I guess.
You want to have a club.
Club, yeah, cuz there was no clubs on the flop.
You wanna
Yeah.
have a club? Yeah, okay, but it's a small thing. Don't think it's really, really important,
Yeah, it's good to have in your thought process.
but you have some big bets with the 10-6, which is fine. So, yeah, alright.
Check, right?
Always
Yeah.
checking.
Call.
You gotta call one.
And I
I
think this is
fold.
a call one and done. type
I'm
of
folding,
spot.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
done.
Call or three bet?
Does the
Just a
queen
call.
10 off get in there? It probably does, some at least.
I think it's just a call.
Multi-way, it might be a good squeeze with the small blind, calling.
We probably wanna have a bit higher. We're multi-way here. So what is this? 40 big blind effective? We
I like
are-
to three bet it with the small blind coming in.
40 big blind effective. We are from the big blind and we are facing button open, small blind call. We wanna have. Our three bets come from suited aces. We don't have many three bets here. So this would be the optimal strategy going in with jack 10. These suited jacks. On a three bet small very linearly. With a couple of bluffs. Who's gonna find that 10-5 here?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, buddy.
Good luck.
At 5, 10, 6, I might.
You see,
Jack
if you
seven.
see that, you found a bot.
Wow,
Jack
ace
seven.
5 suited going all in for 40 big blinds. That's.
yeah, I guess it likes to squeeze with the dead money.
Okay, so our bluffs come from here, I guess. But we're also squeezing with pairs. Okay. Alright,
Yeah, they have a lot of equity against calls.
So all those darks are shoves, not big bets?
yeah, this is all in.
Wow.
There's like 6-7 in the pot, and you have only 14 in your stack, so.
Yeah, very savage strategy with a 6 suited. Ooh,
Oh, that's right, because we're at 40. We're
I
not
like
we're
that.
not at 40. Because
I like
here
that.
we would never want to do that.
The main villain is at
80.
40.
I like it. Whenever a GTO chart says it's okay to go crazy, I like it.
So they're 60 effective.
In this
Oh, no, you're
particular
40
case, though, would
you're 40
you
effective.
do it since we're
40
60
against one
effective
and
against the small blind?
60 against the other.
Oh, right, yeah. So you're technically 60, I guess.
Easy call with the spade, I think. Oh, Theo goes for the fold here. Okay.
Multi-way, you think it's probably fine.
I think with the spade and with the gut shot. And overcard, one overcard to the jack. I mean, if a king comes, could be a very good pot. And if a spade come, it could be also decent.
Yeah, against 2 players, I would fold.
I'm folding.
Yeah, cold run. They both have an ace.
Multi-way pot, they have them.
Ace six, not really.
Yeah, he betting the 2 players twice, so
What are we supposed to do here?
I think it's a call.
Call or raise, you need. Have a fold.
Just a call.
Nice.
We hit a 9, easy call.
Especially against that tiny bet.
I think we
Yeah,
have to call again.
for sure.
Got shot and a pair.
Never folding.
That's an action killer, so he's gonna only bet when he has a king, I think. A lot of bluffs are gonna give up. Like, I don't think people are gonna bluff enough with diamonds there. Yeah. Okay, so we win.
And we fold that river if he bets.
I'm not.
You're calling the 9? Okay.
He could bet like only because he bet 1 big blind on the flop. It just seems like exactly what he had to me. Something like ace high or like a weak pair.
I probably might call off need if he doesn't bet very big. It's one of your best hands you can have.
I like this open here.
I mean, he's gonna have a 10 sometimes too, but whatever.
Yeah, he's not supposed to bluff that.
Nah,
Here if we
Maybe
want,
block bet indeed.
I think we could bet with the diamonds, but multi-way is more like, we probably have more checks than bets. Here. But I like to bet here with the diamond and kind of the upper dangler to the straight and a pair. So I like it.
Yeah, Jack is good for our range also. I think. No.
check raises some. He checks back.
Two very low cards. Huh?
I'm probing the turn.
Yeah,
Can we check, is it a check raise in the sim?
You don't have 2 pair here. Huh? That's the problem. Almost none.
Yeah, but he doesn't have 10s either, so I'm probing the turn.
Oh yeah, you can probe the turn. That's for sure. But I mean, check raising the flop. That's ambitious.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
with
do it,
no-
I overdo it a
no
bit, only
immediate.
because they overfold, I think. So it works well. Like, I got a gutter, so backdoor flush draw too.
Yeah, it's one of the exploits that is preached by poker coaching. Yeah?
Yeah, and I do it a lot.
You don't even have a gutter there, though.
And I just do it small.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And this 7-6 is a bit far-fetched in my to my taste.
Right, we don't have a gutter.
If you are check raising, what are our range? 4x, 4.5x?
I think there needs to be a
Yeah.
3 on the flop. 3, 4.
3, 4.
Yeah, 3-4 is better indeed. And, but 5-4 or then another hand. I mean, then you can bet more even.
Louis, are we raising the flop?
I
Can
think
you
this
see?
is gonna have a sliver.
The flop here goes check, check.
I mean, in the sim.
No, I don't think
We're gonna see.
If he bets, okay, after we'll see.
So here. With 7-6 offsuit, if we have a card of the suit in our hand, we can lead turn.
Small.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got it.
I mean, it don't hurt to put a couple chips in and try to steal it. If they call, you give up, yeah, you're done. You just don't.
and you have a diamond, so you block something.
so it's
Oh,
a
he
good
went
bet.
for it.
And then Maxi, you wanted to know if we check raise with the type of end against the small
Yes.
bet?
Yes.
No, we just fold.
Mostly fold, but some
I
check
did
raise.
not think it was a check raise. Why do you think it's a check raise?
I said it was.
That's
Why
a
do
good
you think
answer.
it's a check raise? I think it's a pretty bad check raise here.
65 is check raising all day, but 67 is just too discreet.
Yeah, I misread the board. I thought we had a gutter.
We're good.
Happens a lot or not.
Yeah.
It was an open.
And the only difference there was the solver bet smaller than we did.
Is this an
On turn.
open?
Yeah, I
Yes.
opened ace 3. I fold ace
Yes.
2 honestly, but I
Yes.
opened ace 3.
Any ace.
With a rejam stack in the small blind, I don't know. I
Doesn't
can see
matter, you have
flipping
it.
ace 2 3.
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
an ace.
I think it's fine too.
You block his rejams with your ace.
Yeah, the ace is nice. It's nice to have the ace blocker.
Queen eight versus low jack.
And only if they rejam a lot, then yeah, then that's maybe a reason. to
You can fold this. This is
Is it
6
a-
max. I guess you have to call.
So this is a UTG open, is it?
He's low jack.
But so we don't have any UTG here. 6 max.
It's 6 max.
Yeah, I mean, so I just picked this up, so I'll share it. So sometimes they use the word UTG-6, which basically means, first stack
Low
or 6
jack.
which is also low jack. I mean, it's informative because it tells you that it's first stack.
I don't know. Yeah, depends if they don't do it with
All
8
day.
max. Say UTG-6 against the low jack.
Yeah, I mean, it's really almost like UTG-6/low jack.
You can check raise that flop.
No,
Well, you can, I think.
Yeah.
It's a paired flop. You got,
the bottom dangler, not the upper dangler.
I think.
Check
it's-
call.
I think it's okay. You got an over. You got backdoor.
Oh,
So
the
here,
call
I mean,
here.
the ace high is a check, right? On that paired board, we just were talking about that at the top.
I think so, yes. Does he bet? No.
Okay.
But on the turn, are we calling this bet?
I'm checking
On the
range.
turn. On the turn.
I don't think we need to. We can defend
the
with
ace high.
diamonds, with every pair.
I
would
think I think clubs would actually call. Because it doesn't block, the backdoor flush.
Still, I would fold.
Yeah, it's a fault. It is.
I'm out of position, and ace 8 is not the best hand.
I don't know.
Ace 10. Yeah. Ace 4, maybe.
Wanna look it up?
Yes.
Alright.
40.
Button versus cutoff.
Oh, it's 20 indeed more. 20 or 30.
Have hijack versus cutoff.
No, oh, you don't know cutoff versus button?
I don't have it.
Oh, weird.
Is it the button or is he in the small blind?
Button.
But it's really close. 5-5.
Cutoff is opening a lot more than the hijack. About 10% more or not?
Got queen 4-4 or something. Queen 4-4 is pretty close there.
Yeah,
Yeah, but this is suited. That is also a bit different again. Getting murky.
I think it's important to put a 4 or 5 because you probably will open some 4 or 5 suited maybe.
We are already running
50
low jack,
bigs.
hijack instead of cutoff first.
this is not going to be a very good representation.
No.
Alright, Jack 5-5, close enough.
Except you want. Oh yeah, rainbow.
Jack 5-5 rainbow.
Yeah.
Pure check on the flop. It goes check, check.
Now there's a lot of probing here, right?
3 of diamonds on the turn.
Oh, less than I thought.
Pure check with our hand. Place a small bet. Mixing folds already.
The
So-
clubs actually fold a lot.
You're probably better off folding here.
There's a
Or
backdoor
your
here.
clubs or your hearts here. That's the thing.
About,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, we call our hand our suit calls the most, but it still
almost the
folds
most,
some.
Diamonds call the most. For
Well,
some reason.
diamonds has. the
Ace
flush,
eight
but
clubs
like-
fold. So why does the club fold the most?
Cause it's.
Because the jack of clubs.
So in this scenario, we have hearts, right? Cuz we don't block, we don't have anything. We're not. Diamonds,
I think club fold the most because on the turn he's not betting with his busted backdoor clubs.
They'll just be betting better. They'll just probably be betting more jack X, like more clubs in general, so you're
5
more
of clubs is
dominated.
not an out.
You're more dominated by his ace 10 of clubs bet or like 2 overs and 2 clubs bet. So probably bet more diamonds or no, well, it's kind of different because it's a paired board, but generally top and bottom pair backdoor flushes bet a lot. Cause if you bet a backdoor with the jack of clubs, it's most likely a bet to the nuts. Like if you have, there's gonna be less backdoor flushes ahead of you. Like, there's more stronger ones eliminated. and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm just trying to process in my head the difference between the 3 backdoors that existed.
Yeah,
On
for
the
me,
flop.
the
You
jack
got
is
club
blocking
spades
is
and-
good.
It
flushes
seems very-
and take on.
it seems really indifferent, with pretty much with that combination ace eight. Across the board,
not that
except
big.
unless you have the flush draw.
All right, I won't make a big, I see this, sometimes I see these differences between the backdoors and I don't, it's not intuitive to me, that's all. I'm saying.
Yeah, I hear
We can
you.
do that, it's not, I mean, doesn't look like the big difference.
Sometimes depends on the high card. Indeed.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it is, it just never, like, I struggle with it too. Like this hand just is very indifferent.
I mean, there's a lot of
I
times I look at
think
these,
it's a
I look at
it's a
these
blocker
ranges and I
difference,
go,
but,
oh, that makes sense. Like I wouldn't have thought about it. I wouldn't have found it, but I get it. Like these, I have a hard time even understanding that.
Well, if you look at his betting strategy and you see what kind of backdoor flushes he bets, you'll see like you're more likely to be dominated because of his betting strategy for clubs here.
Yeah, but you have the ace of clubs, so you can't be dominated by first.
dog-
Yeah,
Really
it's
agrees
true.
with you.
Yeah, that is true.
I like a bet.
Bet.
here.
Definite bet.
Size up.
We can bet.
The only
it
thing
in.
I would say is you can have less backdoors with a jack.
That's what it is generally, except when you have an ace of clubs, I guess there. Like,
Yeah, the ace is. But the jack is blocking his backdoors.
King, jack 5 rainbow.
Yeah, I think I bet pretty big on the turn too. It might be a mistake, but I think we do. We picked up the gutter.
broadways against the big blind. I think we can size up.
Yeah,
The king jack six is not gonna work for us.
No, we can't pick up a backdoor.
Yeah, because we have to pick up
Jack
the
five. I have 4-3.
king jack four will work.
Yeah, or 3, and then looking at
Doesn't
ace.
matter, we bet so much here. Wanna bet with the wheels. And then ace three.
Yeah,
bet
Not
with
sizing
the-
up though, all small.
no, that's the flop. On the turn, I think we're gonna size up.
I believe so as well. 4 of clubs.
which is the five, so it's a
Diamonds?
five.
Of hearts, I mean. Yeah. 5. not
Can't put
4.
a 4, you can't put a 4 on there.
Okay. We don't really wanna bet a lot unless we turn the backdoor flush. But we can bet a little bit sometimes, a low frequency big bet. We can size up here. The motion is to use bigger sizes. So we should size up sometimes with it. With the ace three of spade, as we see here, the
least.
spade with the top card is the one that checks the most. So you don't wanna bet with this combo overall. So the motion is right, we use bigger sizes here. But this end of ours is not firing here, and mostly checks.
Is that because we just have worse gut shots, like with less showdown value, like queen X that we wanna, cause it looks like we wanna bet a bunch of queen X here.
Yeah,
Ooh, Queen 9, Queen 8.
Queen nine.
wanna bluff with worse ends.
Gutters.
Yeah.
Ace have showed, yeah, still have
Yeah, but
showdown.
does it really
Well,
have
well-
showdown value in this?
Of course you have.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
against the big blind, yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it was just a small bet on the flop.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just giving up all day, right?
Yeah, like that 9.
The 9, the queen 10 comes in now.
We gotta make our hand a bet. He shoved.
And he folded a jack.
Ooh,
Yeah, I just give up all day here.
Didn't shove.
Where's our ace three? We bet some ace three. Oh, we never bet pot.
And also not,
So we're not really bluffing with the lower ace size, it seems.
yeah, ace 5, of course, is made hand. Huh?
Ace six does.
Okay, so he has.
Good
some
check
size.
behind.
Luckily, we didn't blast.
Is this an open?
So, like, big blind isn't even supposed to have king, queen there, are they?
Jack 9 is an open.
It's Check nine offsuit cutoff, it's probably right at the edge.
Very thin, yeah.
I would open it any day.
But
Yeah, off
25
23 bigs and a deeper
Yeah, it's
stack.
25 almost. First race, huh?
You can,
Makes sense.
54%, call it.
Goes. Well, if the flop comes like this, we might as well open it. I like a bet here.
You can.
I would check raise.
We're short stacked, but I still
Yeah,
think
but
you bet
if you
large.
don't
or-
bet, what do you then? You can't check raise. If you don't
I
bet.
think it's a heavy check and bet large when we bet.
Yeah, I would think you would want to bet either check planning the check raise or bet this big. I don't think you want to bet small. That's like a,
Don't we rarely
especially since
bet
we're
big
not,
in the
since we're not in
multi-way?
position, we shouldn't really be small betting that much.
I
Well,
do
you're
not.
multi-way,
I
so
thought,
you
uh,
don't need to
multi-way?
bet that
Multi-way,
big,
we almost always bet a third.
Like, we'll bet the nuts small, maybe top set. And some draw,
Top and
but I
bottom,
think like two pairs probably gonna like
Gonna bet a decent amount, probably.
Sets of eight, sets of nines will probably bet, oh, checking.
No, it's-
This is a range check.
Almost,
Checks
Is this,
one.
that's not the same texture, is it?
almost.
It's close.
If there was a flush draw with jack nine eight,
But this isn't multi-way.
no.
That's right.
It
Oh,
would
it's
be
not.
heads up against our, because he's the
Yeah.
only one who calls it, so.
Right.
we
Except
basically
Louis,
are-
didn't you say that for a bet size, for a bet size on the flop multi-way, we should be, that our assumption should be about a third?
Yeah, we should lean
Yeah.
towards smaller sizes multi-way.
I'm surprised it's checking all the sets.
Well, jack nine here is blasting, is betting. So,
Well, that's why I wonder if you want to bet this big, because this is the one of those hands that does need protection.
yeah, so it's betting all of the two pairs.
Yeah, it's weird.
Not
You're right,
betting a
but it's
lot.
not betting the
Very-
jacks.
But it's
not betting
solid.
The nines.
It doesn't
Very
need to.
straightforward, very linear, like over pairs.
Yeah, it doesn't have jack
Nine.
nine in its range, so that's why you don't see it.
Yeah.
Jack 9 indeed, yeah. It's not in the range. So
No, it's just interesting. It's not betting the
That's
six.
just that's just a gross fucking turn. And we're so short, like, do we even get to fold? I hope you do. Oh, man, this is just, I'm just miserable here. Like. We block top pair too, so.
I would bet small indeed.
Yeah, now it wants to bet small.
Yeah, you see that lot.
So-
Uh,
We're going broke with this hand then.
Hmm,
It's not gonna bet fold.
okay, so we don't have much checks here. We should bet small.
there's probably flush draws that are betting large still some of the time.
Wow, that was
Poker is a
pretty bad.
stupid
dilemma.
game. Why do we do this?
So I guess we
Same thoughts.
think we fold.
Yeah, I mean, you're just
Yeah.
bluffing. I mean, it's just gross.
You're
Yeah,
calling for you're calling for a chop, like. Usually,
Yeah.
usually calling for a chop is a bad idea,
Yeah,
unless the players are like really good.
Yeah, he did that in position, that bet, right? So it was a good.
Yeah.
He had an upper hand.
Yeah.
He had the upper hand and he may have had the upper hand.
Does he bet if he can chop? That's the question. Huh? Some players will.
We
some-
fold straight away with that check. We don't even call once.
better players than me do.
2/3, Theo says. So.
Yeah, the sizing is the tell there, because because you really can't continue on any turns. There's no turns that are good for you.
Okay.
He
He
should
gets-
check back a lot of turns unless he's actually got a really good head.
Low jack.
Hijack.
Hijack, yeah. Sorry.
So I don't know if you guys all see this, but Theo is got a stream of chat notes.
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
Said the guy's in that always has an ace.
Okay, good job here. We get called and we win.
That's how you win
Way to
tournaments.
do it.
Get in there and get lucky sometimes.
Well, that's not really that lucky.
You're
Oh,
Well, no,
Yeah,
it's just
you're the favorite.
If you do it 5 times in a row and win all of them, then it's lucky.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes you're gonna get some folds too, right? Like that guy was ace jack, he's calling, but
Yeah, that's what I say. You have to get in there.
What do you guys like?
yeah, I
to
mean,
do
it's like
here?
it just goes to show you tournaments are situations where you got to be good enough to get lucky.
Yeah, threes are like a six.
You gotta get to those spots, but you're still gonna have to live through a few of them to get anywhere.
I would call.
You
I'll
shouldn't
call.
get it in if two worse hands indeed. Still have
You
it
gotta
in.
win those two. You gotta win a few flips and a couple suckouts, right?
Yep. You don't have to win a lot of suckouts.
Maybe ace ten's the worst offsuit ace we call. I don't know. I call though.
Okay, yeah,
Oh, wow, we call them all.
yeah.
I mean, where are we in the turn, like, there's like no ICM or anything at this point?
Yeah, there is ICM. We're in the day two. There are pay jumps and everything.
Oh, page jumps,
Yeah, but we are past the
Wow.
bubble and not far away from the final table, I assume.
No, we're far. We have a lot of hands to go to.
So that there's only small ICM pressure.
Yeah.
Okay, so Theo goes for the all-in here, which is very spicy. If you have
It's a
ace
tip
ten,
off.
ace jack, sure.
it's a pip
Yeah.
off, like,
Yeah,
don't hate it.
Don't mind it. Yeah.
Kind of a big pip though, right? Because you lose your Broadway solution.
It's just better. Ace ten's just better if you get called. Yeah, a little bit.
It will be plus EV probably still. Ace nine.
It works if you think a lot of players are open folding way too
Open.
much.
Yeah.
Well, especially when that big stack calls behind him, right? Like
Yeah.
that big black, the big stack's range is a little more capped and it puts a lot of pressure on dry Z.
Yeah.
I probably
yeah.
flat this.
There's really,
Probably fold.
yeah, I think that, oh, fold.
Yeah, you have
And the
it's
button
against
and the
big
big,
stack. and
If you think you're gonna get squeezed a lot, that's kind of a miserable
I
spot.
probably fold.
I mean, it's not great, but I like that hand. I have a hard time folding it.
Yeah, if I was on the button, I wouldn't fold, but here I might fold.
the button and the big blind are both rejam stacks though here. So I like that fold.
Yeah, that's
like
the
the
other
fold.
thing too. You have two big stacks that can pile pressure, and you have two rejams. Yeah, probably okay.
bottom
I
of the
hate
range.
doing it though.
But even if we wouldn't have any rejam stacks, the bigger stacks just can also equally 3-bet us. So
No-
I fold
no ma-
more
No matter
offsuits.
how you put it, like, this is the bottom of the range with ten nine
You
suited. It's like really close, so you never make a mistake by folding the bottom of the range.
You can fold.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
There's
some
more
ICM
bottom of the
so
range.
you
You
Yeah,
can
with-
offset,
with-
Lower
yeah.
pairs.
Yeah, that's one of the adjustments I've been doing in these ICM spots is to just basically take the bottom part of my range and just open fold it.
Like I would fold it. You can
Yeah,
fold
I
ace
could
jack
go around.
off. Probably.
only if I'm on the button and then
We should three bet small here, but a lot of all in, so we have like the strategy is close.
yeah, if you go all in phase 10, I think it's okay. You don't want to rumble with the big stack.
That I think I might hit.
Ten, always good to jam.
I think we're gonna get there.
Oh,
Let's go.
Oh, shit.
Close. I would call.
Might be a rip.
Yeah.
Deep.
you can do either.
Yeah, 3-bet.
I wouldn't 3-bet. Not with ICM.
Yeah, I'm either ripping or calling.
I would call with. Unless I know he's opening very wide, but otherwise.
Well, you're four-handed. He's on the cutoff, right? So
You can't defend
He's-
this flop.
he's got against those sixes. I mean, you could 3-bet those sixes, I think, and fold to a jam.
Yeah, but if he calls, you're in a tough spot. And he shouldn't jam a lot.
I'm not a big fan of three betting without blockers, and I'm not sure three bet folds.
Facing the big bet, always a fold. Facing the small bet, we call. Facing the small bet, we could call with the 6 of clubs here. Like if he bets 2.5, something like this.
Yeah, really big stack on your left.
I like to bet here.
Yeah, I would normally also bet.
Yeah, I check ace high.
Small blind
Either
call,
way.
you can have a lot of ace.
Either
Well,
way,
Mostly on a side boards, in position wants to range bet.
You have your on the button, that's
Here we're
you're not with
multi-way,
that
so we bet less often, but usually a size is one of the best flops for in position. Especially.
Still
when
multi-way.
button
small blind
versus-
was not in there, I would range bet 100%.
Yeah.
If you don't bet the flop, you're never gonna win the pot. Right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to get there with king high 2 ways, 3 ways.
Oh, it's if the king of jack comes, you
Yeah, and you could bet like really small there. If you bet two big blinds, they're gonna fold everything that's
Exactly.
on unpaired, every unpaired hand, like a ton. So like you might as well just bet it. Because all you do then is allow somebody like allow that to happen.
I sometimes still bet it against two players. Against one, I would for sure bet.
You can keep all their worst king X in as well and not have to range bet into two people.
You also buy
They
you also
should
often
fold,
buy
king
yourself like getting to the river, usually
Right.
pretty cheap, unimproved.
Uh-oh,
gotta call.
You have to
That's a-
call.
Yep.
two aces, let's go.
I love poker.
Uh-oh, need to go all in.
Yeah,
Yep.
How about
It's easy.
exploitable 4x there or
No,
5x?
too short, you just wanna rip with these.
Yep. Rip.
Exploiting yourself with ace king.
Yeah, you may have some three bet,
Oh
not
my
all in three bets
God.
there, but not ace king.
Oh,
oh,
What a
With
But
run.
I would go all in any flop.
With aces and kings, you can, but with ace,
Who's playing the tournament? Whose username is this?
Theo.
Theo.
Theo,
Okay.
and he's commenting in the chat.
He's a Dara.
what was it? What, go back, what happened on that king eight suited hand?
Bet, three
Yeah,
bet,
three bet.
Okay,
raise, take. Hmm. Yeah, it's fine.
Nice flop.
you don't jam there with the king. You don't jam the
Pre-flop?
flop. Top pair here.
Oh, you want to keep bluffs in? I mean,
Yeah.
don't mind calling.
I think you really want a jamming range there either. Cause like, you're gonna jam some pocket pairs pre-flop, right? Or-
Yep. And ace
So, like,
size.
And then he has all the better kings, right? And the pocket kings,
Do we?
so.
Yeah,
don't
but he's
think we
pretty
wanna
wide.
jam.
I mean,
so that doesn't
we
matter.
do have some 30 big blind pre-reps. Would we want to do that? I'm just wondering
not-
pre over the open.
It's not 30, you're under 20 after he bets
25.
right?
I think at 25 you have some all-ins. But you
No,
close.
I don't mean,
25.
I don't mean here. I mean, once you flop the king.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think yeah, here.
I wouldn't, yeah, that I know.
That seems. I think you
I would
definitely
rip,
wanna
I would rip
flop
there.
No, I get no action. Not
Really
nothing.
have rips in
Bad
position
hands.
there, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I mean, obviously, an ace game, but why would you wanna not just keep getting his bets?
Yeah, no, makes sense. I'm just saying, that's normally what I do in that spot when I'm that short.
So we don't really have a rip all in here. We have a raise small size. It's not even using the 5x. So here 5x.
Okay.
Yeah, he also bet what bet like 80% pot here.
Yeah, you bet big.
I
So
usually use the
which
6x
means that like by
6x
definition,
rule.
we should have fewer raises.
I use the 6x
Yeah,
rule,
yeah,
so
don't
that's
call.
why, okay. So just call, huh?
Yeah, the bigger he bets, the more we only call here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're not giving up now.
No, not
Yeah,
give
it's
up.
blind versus blind, so it's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
So he bets what? On the flop, he bets 4 into 5. It's like 90.
First he says he has a king.
It's a really bad
80%.
card.
It's
Says
like,
he has an ace. He's full of bullshit.
On the turn, he bets big.
it's
30
two flips
bets,
again.
65.
I don't have any big bets for out of.
Hey, you shouldn't bet big. He's full of bullshit.
What do we have, king nine?
He's basically saying he's got
I bluffed my ace. and now I-
it's a bluff. He's got a bluff or what, right? Like King X isn't gonna take this line at this
No,
point when
There's
the
no-
ace comes.
There's no point in raising here. Your hand doesn't need protection except for a flush draw.
Only
and
hand
he's
that can do
betting
this is
big.
almost
So
ace king.
so this is two
Play
pair
ace
plus
spade.
or
Yeah,
or bluff.
the ace doesn't change anything, so just call.
I would
Yeah.
call.
We don't block any spades. We don't block. I guess we do block
It's not
Jack
bad,
10,
it's just when
but
they
that's about
take,
it.
when they take a big sizing, you're not supposed to raise.
Yeah, we're calling this turn.
All day long.
Yeah, just calm down. See?
Ooh,
Yeah,
Turn the fours to a. So you
I
take
think
a
we should,
really
we
odd
should bet
line.
that river.
yeah. If you
Boy,
do-
I'm giving up
this
with
line,
fours.
you bet river indeed.
Wow.
I think we should bet that river. I think we should throw out like a small bet just to see if we can induce something.
Maybe yeah.
Do
We
you
can't
think he,
use anymore because we are
do you think he has that line with ace high spades though, where he bets the
only
flop?
1/4 of the pot. or
he
something.
No.
wants to go all in, basically.
Don't bet that river.
He wants to do it.
Yeah, it's 1/3 pot. You can do it.
Yeah, you should bet that for value.
He does have an
Bet
ace
like two
problem.
big blinds, see what he does.
I don't like this river bet.
I do that all the time and I see spaz a lot.
I'm surprised that pocket fours bet the turn.
I'm surprised that he took that line and he did that.
I'm
hand.
surprised he bet like that big on the big
Is this the
On the
one
flop.
on the final table on Winamax?
Yeah,
I was surprised on the turn. He's not supposed to have a lot of aces, so he shouldn't bet.
He doesn't have any ace. No ace will take that sizing because ace
Yeah.
has showdown on.
Yeah,
the
that's what
flop.
I'm saying, is I'm surprised he bet the turn.
Yeah, me too.
He's just pure bluffing with fours.
That's why I said he's full of bullshit.
You're right.
I would call off.
What's our ICM situation right now?
We're on the day two.
We're in the flat part of the cash
Medium
range.
ICM.
Okay.
Whatever.
Medium ICM.
Oh, we get the spoiler?
Well, did you miss the beginning, Jamie?
Yeah, I did. Sorry.
Let me show you what we're looking at real quick. This is what we're studying.
55K.
Well, good job.
It's a story with a happy ending.
He did that with 15 euros.
That's a sweet little ROI.
20 bucks. It's one of the Sunday major events. But
Play
he
a
played
$20
really well.
tournament, I'm happy to win 40.
You gotta raise your expectations.
When is my
Well,
turn?
well, that's why I'm here. So I can do that.
There you go.
It will happen as long as you get your spot into, as long as you put yourself in the situation, eventually it will happen because you just need to win some flips. That's it.
Wow, such a sick spot there. Are we supposed to fold?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't falter.
Oh,
You
come
can't.
Here it's not a
on.
fold.
What the heck, man?
That is a sick spot.
I got set up in a spot like this just last night, so. I did suck out, so like maybe you're like supposed
That's
to
it.
just call
That's it.
here.
That's the best strategy.
No,
What was the, did he bet into us? Is that what it was? On the
Yeah.
turn, on the flop?
Did he bet big or small?
3/4. Yeah, but he's
Five
doing
and
he's
six.
doing but
Yeah,
he's
he's betting
always doing
big.
that in these spots, and he's
No, they should bet small normally.
well, no, it's not what he should do. It's what this particular player continues to.
Okay, it's folding.
I would fold
That's
then.
Let's
fine.
fold.
Just
King of
fold.
hearts would, but let's fold.
So the four of hearts is a fold, yeah.
Probably gonna show up with pocket
Yeah,
fours
the
again.
outcome, we are still not happy.
And we have the 4 though.
We have the
If
four
he's
blocker.
doing with a pocket pair, you're not getting the right price anyway, so.
No. no.
And you have, he has a pocket pair with a heart, we're screwed. Oh, no.
I wait for. I would wait for a better spot against him to get him to stack him.
Just call and play chicken, I guess.
I think it's
Yep.
definitely a call, but if we play against a straightforward player or a net here, it might be better to fold.
Yeah,
But
but you
against
don't
most
like,
players, it's always just a call.
I would fold 10 your worst nice, not your best night.
Terrible
well, now
river.
you have no chance,
Yeah.
just call.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Why? He's not check raising ace king or whatever. Oh no, he doesn't have ace.
He doesn't have
Yeah, he
ace.
doesn't have an ace. He doesn't have
He
an
doesn't
ace.
have an
It's
ace
just-
normally. Indeed.
He could have a worse nine though.
Ace X.
He could check
float.
raise
Yeah, but
and
that
like
is now,
ace eight with the.
There are no
back
worse
flush.
nines.
Ace
That-
eight
It's-
of hearts, ace eight
that-
of clubs. Ace
Yeah,
eight
that
of
deuce
di-
turn, he
diamonds.
should have just bet that deuce
Yeah,
turn.
but I mean, is he checking back? Well, like if he has ace, if he's turning ace 8 into a bluff.
You shouldn't have a lot of aces. But that's
Yeah, I mean, like, why would you do
Oh,
that?
yeah.
It seems super.
If he would
polar.
have F, should we he rip?
would even
on
bet
the-
them pre-flop
Yes,
sometimes.
yeah, I mean, I agree with Theo. I don't think he ever has a 7 here. Sevens would always continue. He should almost never have an ace here.
I mean, he could have a seven. Some people play tricky, but he's betting small. We should just call because he could have a worse nine. So
Never mind that. He could still have 10 jack of clubs, queen 10 of
This is
hearts.
this is also a PKO, guys, so that's also different. I don't know.
yeah, just call. It's
I would call.
straightforward, easy. Yeah, straightforward and easy. This one, especially when he took that sizing.
Yeah, he
Like,
still
if
has
he-
lots of bluffs.
Like, he's gotta take a polar sizing there, really? Like, to get
He has a
to
seven
get a
and-
9 to get a
You
pip
lose
to
the
get a
turn.
9 to fold. He's got to take some really big polar sizing. But even then, the line just looks so weird.
Sometimes someone is talking, but we can't hear him.
Another dimension.
Yeah. Who is it? Huh? It's over.
Yeah, probably no one.
Yeah, remember, he's like on that river, all his queen highs and jack highs and 10 highs that connect with that straight, they all have to bluff.
Yeah,
So
we
I
don't.
think-
Yeah,
think
we
you
don't.
have to
We don't have the. We don't have any like. This would be a lot
Most
worse if
likely
we
has
had
a
like 10-9 or 8-9 or we had some kind
Looks
of.
like also some pocket pair, maybe.
I don't think he has any queen 10, queen 8, those kind of junk, because that would just bet the deuce turn.
There's another way of looking at this, which is if we're folding this, we're folding everything.
Yep.
Is that because
Although,
we're
we're not folding here, just call it easy.
I would easy call on it.
there's no value in raising for us. We're
Yeah, well,
never
he's.
there.
If he takes that sizing, does he ever have a worse 9 that we could get thin?
There is no
value
such
on?
thing as a worse 9 anymore.
Oh yeah, that's true because of the paired board.
Yeah,
No, I think if we
Don't raise
gonna-
into polarized range, guys. That's what Theo says.
I don't think
Yeah,
this is a polarized range. If we had an ace, we could raise. Because we will have some ace playing this way. We'll bet the flop with ace queen and then call a raise.
we call
Yeah,
it
there's
check.
some backdoor.
Any of our good ace X that has backdoors would
Yeah,
probably continue.
we'll have some ace here, so just call this. No point in raising this hand.
Yeah, I can't imagine there's any. Yep, I agree.
So he has a pretty big raising strategy here.
all those bluffs that are connected with the straight and the overcards.
You see the amount of aces that already fold on the.
And if board is rainbow,
bet.
he's raising even more. On
Yeah.
9-6-6 versus on 9-7-7, he's raising even more.
But is there a difference? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's a bit of difference in the sevens you have and you don't have.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a difference between 7s and 6s because of,
So he
This
raised the
configuration.
call,
No, we don't have sevens in our range, so it's not a big difference.
the deuce comes in. So let's make this a deuce of diamonds. And then he checks. And so after he check raise, we should be betting with our hand here on the turn.
He has a lot of draws probably, yeah.
Okay, so
Especially on that board.
we could bet here, would be good. But when it goes check, check, and there's an ace of heart.
Except we're now
Bet a lot of
in,
lines.
we're now in nowhere land on the tree because we never checked that turn.
That's right.
Not with king nine indeed, but
We don't,
yeah.
that's why we don't have king nine.
But
We're
even
100%
10-9 calls
bet,
most
so-
of the time.
But yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 10-9 calls.
So definitely a call.
Nines
of
calls
the
most
river.
of the time.
Okay,
all.
so well played. Oh, he has a 7. What have we done?
Right thing.
He saved money. Because of how he played.
You said, oh, he had it. I forgot. Those bastards love to be tricky. You
He
lost
did
the minimum.
nothing wrong, man. He should have win a lot more money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be happy
should
that
be
he's
piling with the I should be piling with a 7 there every time.
lost the minimum.
Yeah, you should bet the turn the deuce is a blank.
Yeah.
What do you guys like to do here?
If you have
Call.
9 to call, so that's the reason that you bet at the time.
Queen 10. God, I would really, again, I hate these spots where we really want to,
I
have
don't-
ace X here, like
I
way
don't
more
think
than we
the
want
chart. I don't think the chart
Fold.
folds, but this is like you're deep in a big tournament, so I would not call here.
I would easy fold here.
Yeah, all his bluffs contain an ace, and
Most
they're
of-
beating us.
most-
So
And some are pairs and
Yeah, I mean,
maar,
in these
two bets.
15-ish big blinds, like our calls really should be heavily weighted towards ace X because they just should be. I mean, that's just
So what would be the lowest a6 we would call it? This shot.
probably any ace X, because if you think about what we're raising, we should be mid raising off 15. It's probably like all your suited ace X. I don't know, do we?
Oh, yeah.
All your suited ace X, you're decent, because you're gonna have some jams here at 15 too. Like you should be jamming like a fair amount of your offsuit ace X.
we're actually at 17 though. Like we're a little higher up on it, so we're gonna have a little more min raises.
Yeah, so I think it's probably one of those weird deals where you bet your bigger, where you like call your
Worse.
bigger ace X and you fold your worse ace X. Like because at this point, like whether it's suited or not is only marginally is relevant at the margins, right? Like ace 8 offsuit and ace 5 suited or ace 6 suited are probably both gonna be calls here.
I think ace 10 and so on.
pre-flop all in.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm talking about equilibrium. If we want to be tighter than that, then yeah, maybe you start to like drop some of those.
Can I check the
What if
chart?
your ace X that goes all in?
Yeah, I'm
pre-flop?
just looking at the 20 big blind button versus big blind 3-bet all in. And then at
I mean,
15,
this is not a bad hand to just jam 18 big.
Too much.
If you think
Well,
the
it's
guy,
a KO. It's PKO also.
if you think the guy in the two guys in the blinds is gonna make a play and like jam over your open with like ace 4 off, this hand should just be jamming in.
I don't mind jamming also, but pre-flop.
Yeah.
They're gonna call off though if it's a PKO with an ace. We should
Yeah.
anyway.
All right,
Yeah,
we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna refill.
Coffee break. Nice. How long?
All right, and I'm gonna check out here. Thanks, this is great, and congratulations on this great win.